18-year-old Sean Jackson and his family cheered as he walked the stage on graduation day. But the joyous day ended in tragedy.
We have an active shooter at a graduation.
A gunman opening fire while hundreds of graduates and their families gathered at the Altria Theater after Huguenot High School's commencement ceremony.
Everybody started running and it's just chaos from there. You just kept hearing shots.
The gunshots killing Jackson and his 36-year-old stepfather, Renzo Smith, and injuring 5 others ranging in age from 14 to 58. Jackson's 9-year-old sister hit by a car as people ran. She's okay. Police arresting 19-year-old Amari Tyjon Pollard. Police say he and Jackson had exchanged words outside the theater. They say Pollard got a gun from his car and opened fire before calmly surrendering to officers at the scene.
This was targeted at one individual. So they knew each other and had an ongoing dispute.
Witnesses in the school community are still in shock.
Seared in my mind is the image of our graduate who walked across the stage, who I shook his hand literally 15 minutes before on the ground in his gown getting CPR. How do you explain that to kids?
I saw the young man who passed away breathing what I think are very much his last breaths. I saw him, and he was a child.
Tonight, the suspect is being held without bond after pleading not guilty to 2 counts of second-degree murder. He's due back before a judge in 2 weeks.
Shalom. First and foremost, we give all praise, honor, glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rakah Kwadash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well and taught me this truth. Peace, blessings, salutations, and mercies to the elect. And the 1/3 remnant out there listening and doing his word with all faith and sincerity scattered amongst the nations and the 4 corners of the earth. To you, I say shalom, Lord willing, this video is edifying. It's going to be sitting around, the video that you just seen. And I'm not going to make this too long, but what a story this is, what it did for me, it just made me think about how terrible Yahweh Shah is, man. And if you're in the spirit, you should get daily reminders of the Lord's power and why he is to be feared. Okay. The last moments captured of this guy was him walking across the stage. And then the next moment was him getting killed, post graduation, which is, is crazy because this is pretty much like a mass execution. Him and his stepfather, was killed in the hail of bullets. All right. All that schooling, all that studying, all that stress to walk across the stage on time, to make your parents and shit proud, for nothing. Who would have thought, I know his mom didn't think that her seeing him walking across the stage would be one of the last moments she see of her son being alive. But that's just the terror of Yahweh Shema Shah, man. That's why he's definitely, he should be feared, man. Okay, scriptures say that the fear of Yahweh Shema Shah is the beginning of wisdom, right? And you would be wise to consider your actions and ways when, you see, things like this, right? This is Sirach 43 and, let me see. Let me see. Here we go. Damn, where is it? Let me see. This is Sirach 43 and 29. Skipped over it. The Lord is terrible and very great, and marvelous in his power. And this is an example of his terror, you know, and his power. Okay? Because here it is in the midst of something, you know, like this, like a celebration. He brings a open judgment for the world to see. Okay? Nobody expected this. I guarantee it. Guarantee you nobody saw that, you know, this coming. All right. But at the end, they all, you know, in one way or another, they acknowledge the Lord. You know, they acknowledge the Lord, man, because ultimately he is in charge of all things. You know, people, you know, don't really understand our power. OK. Scriptures say, hey, the Lord loves judgment. You know, when things like this happen in the earth, best believe it's sanctioned from the top down, and the angels rejoice after doing the bidding of the Lord, man. This is Psalms 37:28. For Yahweh Shema Shai loveth judgment and forsaketh not his saints. They are preserved for forever, but the seed of the wicked shall be cut off. This is an example of that. See, and the Lord said he preserves his saints. So, you know, us in this thing of ours, right? Walking sincerely in his wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that the Lord had gave us. You know, he preserves us through those same judgments. Okay, that's why we don't, you know, things that's, you know, that really should, you know, destroy you, they don't. Because the Lord, you know, he has his love out for the things. When we're judged, it's for correctional purposes. It's for chastisement, you know. But when others are judged, like in this case, Jake graduating high school, it's because he didn't want his line to continue. It was time to take that wicked, evil spirit out the earth. Okay, is fulfilled. Who knows what this nigga was doing, man? Who knows what he did? All right. But he fulfilled his time here on the earth. Okay. And you know, he went out publicly, which shows you that the Lord had a special type of disdain for this man. That's a tragic, terrible way to go out, you know, go out in that such a way, you know. That's very odd. Now, you don't hear many stories like that. Okay, and when you do hear it, it just make you think like, damn, you know. This is Psalms 9:16. Yahweh Shema Shai is known by the judgment which he executed. The wicked is snared in the work of his own hands. Higgaion Selassie. Because you reap what you sow. The same things you do in the earth, it's the same things that's gonna come back to you. Okay. And this is another example. Okay. And something this incredible, right? For a kid to be killed, you know, with the diploma in his hand, walking across stage pretty much, you know, in front of his family, in front of many families, in front of his peers and classmates. The Lord made it known, you know, his power, man. Okay. He put fear all throughout everyone who was there. Oh, best believe, man, they were in fear. Okay. Best believe they considered their doings after that. Okay. Whole celebration turned nightmare. Right. They had plans and shit. You know, Jake, we gonna go to dinner and, you know, we gonna take you to Disney, you know, whatever the plans was. You know, Jake like to celebrate, like to get down. We got to cook out, all that shit canceled. You know, because the person who was done, who it was for, is dead. Right? Here it is. The mom got her wish of seeing her son graduate, but then it quickly turned into a nightmare because that was the last thing she seen. You know? Crazy, man. This is 2 Corinthians 5:11. Knowing therefore the terror of Yahweh Shema Shai, we persuade men, but we are made manifest unto the Most High, and our trust also are made manifest in your consciousness, or in your consciousness. consciousness, you know, Salakia. See, so knowing the terror of Yahweh Shema Shah, we go out there and we do what we do. We do what we do day in and day out because we know that there is a consequence to pay. There is a consequence to every action, whether good or bad. All right. And doing the simple things in which he told us to do, you know, grants you favor with the Lord. But going against him makes you an enemy. And we know what the Lord does to his enemies, man. You know, we knows how he feels about them. Right. And, you know, it isn't nothing pretty. It isn't anything nice. OK, that's why, you know, through the spirit, I had to make a video on this because, you know, we all get in judgment. But this make you almost appreciate the things that you go through and the hell you catch, because, you know, ain't no brother sincerely or sister walking in his faith sincerely catching nothing like this, man. You know, bullets on the day of your celebration, you know. And with that, I give all praise and glory to Yahweh Shema Shah, Shem B'Kak Wadash Wa, Abba B'Bal, and DTA.